look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. Sorry about that. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Before I get started, let me tell you that I'm going to have a live stream this upcoming Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time with that lady that stays in Germany, the one that y'all keep saying that she said black folks or black women ain't good enough. That woman that y'all been talking about is going to be on here as a live guest. So tune in on the 28th, this upcoming Sunday at 11 a.m. Now, with that being said, I'm going to discuss with you in this reaction video about why there is such a disconnect from black men and black women. We're going to dive deep into this thing here. I'm going to have men and women speaking about this thing here. So let's go ahead and get started. Give me a second as I pull it up on your screen. Big baby, let's get it. Hold on 1 second. All right. Turn this down a little bit for this guy because he talk kind of low. Let's get it.
You will never be able to correct a man or get him to see your perspective if your way of correcting him comes through criticism, comparison, condemnation, or...
Now let's get into that. See, the problem, one of the biggest reasons we have a disconnection with black women is because simply black women don't know how to talk to black men. But most importantly than that, black women do not know how to listen to black men. So whenever a man talks to them, it's like it goes to one ear and out the other. But when they want to try to quote unquote correct a man, when they find fault, because that's something that they're very good at, trying to find fault with the black man, trying to find out where he has an error at. They want to do it like this with criticism. Now, they got two types of criticism. You got one criticism that builds, and you got the other criticism that destroys. And for some reason, women tend to go the negative route when it comes to criticizing a man. You couldn't do no better than this. I expected more, and stuff like that. And they also are great at condemning a man for his shortcomings when they forget that they themselves are not perfect. So we deal with this all the time. So one of the reasons why we cannot connect with them is because they have this barrier up of disrespect. They don't know how to talk to us. Okay, let's keep going.
Or being condescending. Attempting to reveal to a man his error or your perspective by I gotcha, or by comparing him to another relationship or another man, or by displaying your superior knowledge in an area. Those are surefire ways for him to disconnect from you. But if you want a man to hear you, if you want a man to understand you or to see your perspective and even recognize his own errors, one of the best things you can do is connect with him first. Ask him questions. Try to discover why he made the decisions that he made, or his processes, or his thinking first. And when you seek to understand his why, that is a great way to connect. That's a foundational way to connect with him. But if you truly want a man to see your perspective, if you truly want a man to understand you, you can only reach him, or you can best reach him, through compassion, through kindness, through consideration, and all.
In other words, through femininity. Those things that he just talked about, he's talking about femininity. If you want to reach a man, then you're going to have to be feminine. And if a man is wrong, because everybody gets it wrong sometime, it's how you bring it to our attention. A lot of women like to put their fingers in your face, point at you in the face, raise their voice, cut you up with their tongue, give you the cold shoulder, give you a cross-eyed look and stuff like that. That's not feminine. If you want to talk to a real man, I ain't talking about them other ones. I'm talking about a real man, then you have to be feminine when you come to us when there's a problem in the relationship. You got to know how to talk to us. That's the problem. And you have to know how to listen to us. That's the other problem. Women today in the black community, in my most humble opinion, don't know how to listen or talk to a man. They don't know how to do it. Everything has to be their way. Let's keep going.
All of these things come through your connection with him first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, let me go ahead and put somebody else up on the screen for you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But what do y'all think about that? I really believe that one of the biggest problems is the communication. Women always say, he got to communicate. He needs to know how to communicate. But when you really listen to it, They don't know how to communicate. All they know how to do is accuse. You ever thought about that? Now let's go ahead and play this other lady right quick. Let her tell you something good.
Understand that just because a man shows lack of affection doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. You got to understand, you can't walk away from a relationship or walk away from a good man because he's not showing you all these emotions or all this affection. You got to understand that that's a part of a woman's nature, to be affectionate, to say I love you every day, to remind them, to be soft. That's what us women are there for.
That is a great point. You see, these women don't want real men. These women want women inside the body of a man. Now, a man can tell a woman, I love you. I understand what she's trying to say, but women want men to be soft and women want to remain hard. That's not how this goes. They want to take away your masculinity. They want to usurp the authority of that man. They want you to be the simp. They want you to be weak. If you're not like that, then they complain. Ain't that something? That's why it's crazy. They want a man that they claim they want a man that they can't walk over. But then when they get a man, they want to walk over. Make it make sense, man.
Men are to provide and to protect. A man being affectionate and being up under you all day, every day, it's just not a part of a man's nature. They're made to go work, to provide, and to come home and bring to the woman so that the woman can multiply. Whatever a man do and brings back to his wife, she multiplies. His job is not to wake up. He ain't gonna have time to give you 5 and 6 hugs a day. He ain't gonna have time for that because he's gonna be too busy trying to work and provide and maintain the house that he provided and made a home for you. So yes, a man is not gonna be affectionate every single day. There's no reason to leave a good working man. And that's a lot of the times a good woman will fumble a man over the dumbest things in the world, like lack of emotion or lack of affection, or he not telling me he love me every single day. But them lights was on every day.
Preach.
You ate. You went shopping every now and then. When y'all made love, it was intimate. You felt his love when y'all made love, didn't you? That's not enough.
It's never enough for today's modern day musty back heifer. Nothing is enough. Nothing. But she made a very good point. She said, like, well, he didn't say he loved me every day, but them damn lights was on every day. That water was on every day. The gas was on every day. You had a roof over your head every day. Why are y'all nitpicking? That's what we call it in the country. Why are y'all nitpicking? Why are you looking for every little thing that isn't perfect and to take those little things and stab the man in the heart and pull him down and break him apart and say he ain't worth doo-doo? Why are y'all doing that stuff? You know how hard it is to find a man who wants to be those things, who are doing those things actually? And then here you are talking crazy about it. These women are tall children, man. They are never satisfied, man. That's crazy.
These women just want these men to just fall at their feet. That's not what these men is made for.
Nope. I know I ain't made for it. I know it ain't gonna happen. I ain't falling at nobody's feet. Shit, like they say, the only time I'm gonna trip over a female is she on the floor. That's the only way I'm gonna trip on a female. Now let me find another clip for you. What y'all think about it so far? Are we hitting the points on why there's a disconnection between men and women? Especially, I'm talking about ones in my community. Of course, you can apply this to yours if you're from a different one, but I'm talking about mine. You know why? You might not believe this, but I'm black. I know it's a shock. I just found out about it 10 minutes ago. I ain't realized it all my life. I didn't know that. Now let's keep going.
What you think the disconnect between men and women is?
Instagram. All the fakeness on Instagram. It's
So basically influence.
It's the girls putting up the flower, the big rose. What is the Venus flowers, the big bouquets with the money and stuff, acting like they got it when really they know they brought it themselves.
In other words, it's comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy and peace and contentment. When women begin to compare their lifestyles to the lifestyles of other people, especially to the lifestyles of people who actually get a lot of money, they will never be happy. See, women like that are not content within themselves. And even if they was to get a man that can buy all that stuff, they still wouldn't be happy because they'd be looking at another relationship where a woman had a man who has more than the man that she got now. You see what I'm saying? These type of women are trash. You need to leave them alone, get away from them. And what's so funny about that is, y'all, these type of women who do this stuff, They don't have nothing. They have bad credit. They ain't got no money. There's a lot of things that they don't have, but they expect you to come with everything. No, it don't work like that, honey child, not at all.
They putting up bags like they real, knowing the bag is fake. You know, it's just all that, making it seem like, oh, my man, my man, my man. When really, you know, and then you have other women who imposing that on this good, they got a good man, but they trying to run him in the ground because this fake stuff that they see on Instagram. And it's created a total disconnect. And then too, I can say us women, we kind of have got out of control, thinking that we don't need a man. When we
Facts. Women are out of control. They are unruly. They getting arrested more. They get in trouble more. They ain't got no problem showing their body out there more. They don't have no morality anymore, no modesty. Can you really tell me I'm lying? And they always talk about men like me who say the stuff I say, like we hate ourselves. How do men hate themselves when you're walking around with fake hair, fake lashes, fake nails, fake booties, BBL, fake breast augmentations, fake lip fullers? Apparently you hate yourself. Apparently you do that. You get purple wigs, pink wigs, and everything else. You hate yourselves. It's not the men. It's you. We accept ourselves. It's you. You got to come around and understand you're the problem here. And it's not the men. Now, I have talked about some of the bad things that men have done, but in my most humble opinion, the problem lies more with the women now than it do with the men. To me, the women are just outrageous now. It just is what it is. Let's keep going.
thinking that we don't need a man, when we really do.
Church.
Yeah. It don't matter. It don't matter how much. It doesn't matter how much money, how successful we become, how we've been able to evolve as women. You know, in corporate America, just period, in business and finances, you still need a man. God created man and woman. Like you need a man.
Real shit.
No, I'm not. I'm
Let me get them out. Now, we could go to Sister Shahrazad Ali. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about that too. Because I want to talk about the mouth, a little bit more about the modern day black woman. Because that mouth, boy, that mouth will run you crazy. It sure enough will. So let's go ahead and listen to the sister.
And out. You know, we've always heard that the black man leaves the black family, abandons his woman and children, won't take care of the children, won't work, stays out all night, turns into a drunk, takes drugs. You know, we've heard a lot of negative things. But I wanted to find out what happens before he gets to that point. What leads up to the breakdown? We've never gone back to try to find out what happens in the relationship between the black man and a black woman that makes him go off and do all of these bad things. The black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in the black family.
I agree 100%. Your disrespect, the rebelliousness. See, they always like to say they want a man to protect and provide, but they always seem to leave out the leadership role of it too, because all that comes with the leadership. And they rebel. You can't tell me nothing. I can go where I want to go. You can't tell me what to do. If you, I don't. That's what we're dealing with, and that's the issue. I just want to highlight some of the great things about why, not the great things, I guess, some of the biggest reasons why there's a disconnection between black men and black women today. Can you dig it? Because it's real talk we got right now. You know what I mean? So hold on for 1 second. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Let's go ahead and play this right now.
Are black men walking away from black women?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, you think they are?
I think they are, both in the UK and in the US. I think as black men, we can see not all black women, but many have become kind of tainted by a rhetoric of feminism and independence. And I think it, because of black people's historical relationship to the West, I think it's taken more of an aggressive tone amongst black women.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, y'all, I want y'all to understand this. This westernized way of thinking is spreading throughout the earth, man. It's not bad in these other countries, but it's creeping in. That's the same way it did over here. Took about 40 years for it to get a hold to the black community over here. 40 or 50 years for it to come in. It's going over these other countries too. You know what I'm saying? That feminist mindset is ruining it. And that's why men leaving. Majority of black men want to marry within their own racial demographic, but shit, if ain't nothing there, man, I go someplace else. Every man should go where they feel that they're going to be loved and treated right, I don't care what the other people say. You dig what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
And you know, all women in this Western society take on feminism to some degree.
Yeah.
But I think the whole independence thing, I don't need no man, blah, blah, blah. We've got songs telling us, do you know what I mean? That we got songs telling us because, you know, the music is like a huge thing in the black community. And like,
meanwhile, the women singing those songs are actually all in
all
relationships.
married and
still
in
married.
relationships. They're telling you don't need a man or just run up his pockets and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, a lot of black women are listening to it. So I understand. There's actually a guy called Fly to Thailand, or
I don't know.
He's called something to do with Thailand. He's a black guy from America.
Yeah.
And he's actually got a channel. And he's moved to Thailand or somewhere in and around those parts. And he's found himself like a Thai wife and Thai girlfriend. And he's literally got a channel showing black men in America that you can come there and have a very feminine woman and all this kind of stuff.
And
And
we're not going to have you like
they
that.
were, it's controversial, man. Black women in America are just going crazy. But the bottom line is he's saying, listen, black women in America, or just women in America in general,
That's
they're
what I
not
was
cutting it. They're not cutting it. So me personally, I said, even when we were on Pearl Show, I said, I love black women. You know what I mean? Like, my son's for a black woman, you know, all of the women that I've dealt with have been black. But it doesn't mean I can't see what's going on.
Exactly. Like that gentleman said in the UK that the black women are not cutting it. You're not cutting it. You're not cutting it right. You're not cutting it. And I like black women too. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I like a real black woman. I like a sexy black woman. I like a woman blacker than a tire, blacker than this microphone right here. You know, I like a black woman. But like he said, we can see what's happening in the black community, and they are not cutting it. They're not cutting it at all. So, anyway, you let me know what you think about this topic. Again, there will be a live stream this upcoming Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now, you hear?